Right, hopefully you can see me live and hear me. I'll just turn the thing up to see if I can hear myself a second. Right, hopefully you can see me. Yeah, I can. Excellent. Right, good. So, yeah, just going to stream some Helldivers 2 today. Alright, Josh. Right, Leader Beagle. Yeah, annoyingly, I said on, like, the last stream I was on, I've had a period where I've just been a bit ill and been busy, so I've had that kind of annoying period where, you know, I've not had much free time to stream, so I've just done little short videos when I've had time to do stuff. But this had quite a big patch to it the other day that's fixed loads of issues people had with the game, which is good. I've only done like 1 or 2 matches since then, so I thought it'd be worth trying it. Sort of since then. Right, I had to kill, I think it was Scout Walkers for the daily thing. I might change my gun to the plasma rifle then. Alright, so it's that one, isn't it? The Scorcher. There's a good plasma one. You can just shoot from the get-go. Doesn't need to charge up. Right, stratagems. I'll get the bomb. Supposedly the heavy machine guns have been made a lot better as well, so I'll get that one to try again. Precision strike had been improved as well. Was it the strafing run? I think they've also improved, apparently. So, alright, Rich. So yeah, I'll try all these out and see if, because like I said, there's been loads of stuff that they've just made better that was a bit, you know, where people didn't really use them, so. Right, so hopefully on a level 2 difficulty we get Scout Striders. Oh, excellent, there's actually an arc thrower there as well. I'm just going to grab that for now and call the machine gun in later. Yeah, Band of Brothers is very good. I'd recommend the Pacific and Masters of the Air as well. The other 2 series, the sort of Tom Hanks ones he did. And all like the HBO sort of stuff. Although I have a weird feeling it might have actually been AMC they did Masters of the Air with, I can't remember. But I don't think Arc Throw has been changed at all because it's generally already a very good gun, so. Right, let's see what comes down on this bot drop. Side objective is the first objective. No walkers so far. It was kill 20 walkers, wasn't it? Yes, kill 20 Scout Striders, so little ATSTs. Well, a good way of getting those is probably just doing the defense missions where you have to hold on to a certain point. And there's a friendship bunker I won't be able to open because I'm not playing with anybody else. Apparently another thing they changed in the patch for this the other day is they finally made it so vegetation actually makes the AI struggle to see you. So it actually has a purpose. Because it had that annoying thing with it where, on like the jungle maps, the AI could see you straight through all the trees anyway, so it was only a problem for the player, not for the bots. But, yeah, apparently they've now made it so they're actually, sort of fair. And I'm not expecting that many people to come on this one because I'm not doing a vertical stream, and like I said with YouTube now, it has to be vertical streams and videos for them to share it properly. But I just thought I'd come on, do a like casual one, rather than one where we get loads of people on and then going like, why are you doing a video with whatever? It looks like a good hit. Yep. And how long does that take to reload now? 1 minute 30. I can't remember what it was before, but it's probably longer than that. Is there any ice I can travel over here, or is it... No, it's liquid. That might be narrow enough there I can get over there without drowning. Let's try it. Is that a good or bad thing then, Rich? I suppose it depends if they do a good adaptation or not, doesn't it? Oops, there we go, I drowned. Did a John Marston. Yeah, that was slightly too steep for me to get up there. I'm just going to see if I can pick my bits up from the shore without falling off. I don't actually need the samples. Yeah, right, there we go. Oh, I didn't pick the arc thrower back up, so let's get that heavy machine gun. And let's try a strafing run. I think I'll get the tower fine, because the towers get destroyed by nearly everything. Here we go. Right, so I can lower this to 450 RPM now. Oh yeah, so they have actually made this useful. That's good. So yeah, because the problem was before the heavy machine gun had so much recoil it was kind of pointless. So now if they've made it so the rate of fire is low enough that you can actually use it for sort of armoured enemies. Yeah, it seems to work fine. Yeah, so anyway, I'm hoping next week I'll be back into doing a bit more videos and streams regularly. Because as far as I'm aware, I've not got much on next week. I know that can always change, and I think my colitis is getting more under control again now, like I was saying, because it was, when I last did a stream, it was where it had been flaring. I thought it was getting a bit better, but then it got a little bit worse again, but like I said, it's sort of been getting better for a few days straight now, so... Yeah, I don't think I'm on a biome or a difficulty that's actually got the walkers on it, which is a bit annoying. Because that means I can't get the thing towards that daily thing, but I'll try a more difficult level in a minute. Ah, good medals. Right, so this should be good against these guys now. Yes, it is very good against Devastators, good. Alright, let's do a strafing run over there. I don't think that will blow up the fabricator, but I want to see what it does. Okay, yeah, I don't really know anything about the series, but yeah, that's always the problem when like the rights to something get bought up. Could potentially be good, could be not very good at all, depending on how they adapt something. It's like a week or so, isn't it, till the Elden Ring DLC comes out? But I have a feeling they were saying with that DLC, you have to have done something in the game that's like a thing right near what would be like 100% completion for most people to get at the DLC. So I need to actually boot up Elden Ring before the DLC comes out and see if I've actually gotten to the area in the game. So I think it's in the Snowfield area, Consecrated Snowfield, whatever it's called, which I have unlocked, but then I think it's a particular dungeon I need to have completed in there. And I'm not sure if I've done that dungeon or not, I can't remember off the top of my head, so I'll have to boot up Elden Ring and see if it's worth me getting the DLC, if I can actually play it. And I put it in the description of today's video. Yeah, alright, Rajiv, thanks. Yeah, I'm not 100% because I've had my colitis has been flaring a bit the last couple of weeks, so I've not been streaming loads. In case I basically just have to keep running to the toilet during the stream, that's the main reason. But I thought I'd be alright to play this today. But it seems to be getting better. It's just one of those things that, when it flares up, it's a bit annoying because I feel really fatigued and don't have the energy to do stuff, But yeah, with that blank revolver, the only problem with that one is because it doesn't even have any of the barrel with a venting hole in it. It's just essentially it's like the cylinder, the revolver sort of cylinder chambers basically hit against a flat bit of metal. You get quite a lot of hot powder sputters on yourself when you use it. So that's the only problem with that one. Alright, Saint. Yeah, cheers, Rajiv. But yeah, like I said, I think by next week it will be pretty much completely fine. I've had a few days in a row now where I think it's been better every day, day on day. Whereas before it was doing the sort of thing where I'd have good and bad days with it. But yeah, so I think by next week, and like I said, I should also have the nice thing next week of not having loads on, which is actually quite nice, because it means if I have a week where I'm starting to feel better and don't have loads on, I can actually just do YouTube properly without, worrying about getting other stuff done as well. Because yeah, when my colitis flares up is when I actually have to be really careful what I'm eating. Like most of the time, like I can be fine, on a diet of crap. I know I really shouldn't be eating like loads of crap, but I don't have to be that careful what I eat. But I notice, like for example, with food with gluten in, if my colitis is flaring up, then foods with gluten in actually really upset my stomach. Not really saying. There's a slight difference in the colour coding of it, I think, but not by much at all, and some of the Dutch stuff's very well made, so it's certainly not bad. Because I've got some Dutch webbing, as well as some British Army webbing, and the Dutch one's probably a better quality. Again, I think the Dutch DPM, if you put it next to the British one, you'd be able to tell the colours slightly apart. So it's like the same pattern, but the brown might be a slightly different shade of brown, the green might be a slightly different shade of green. Right, see you, Rajiv. But yeah, I mean, sometimes though, with a lot of camo stuff, that happens between random camo items anyway, where even they're meant to be in the same pattern, they look a bit different depending on which factory printed it and what year and on what material. So yeah, I don't know even for a fact if the Dutch DPM does look that different from the British one, or if it's just that the rigging, they printed it using a certain dye on a certain material. But the Dutch stuff seemed absolutely fine when, like I said, I haven't used much of it, but there's certainly nothing wrong with it. And it's just absolutely started pissing down outside now you're saying that, Rich, so I'm going to have to check in case the roof's leaking again in a minute. Yeah, but yeah, it makes sense to take it easy, because like I said, that's the problem I've had, is where I've sort of, thought, oh, I'm getting better now, I'll just do whatever I want, and then, started regretting it again, so... Right, so we haven't had any of these scout walkers, have we, on this map? I've not played No Man's Land. It reminds me a bit of, what was it? Was it an old Capcom game or something called like Ice Planet or something like that? But yeah, there's different biomes on this that remind me of different things. But a lot of it is just, you know, rip-offs of generic sci-fi movies, but the game's pretty unashamed about that. It's not pretending, you know, it's not the Terminator and, you know, Warhammer and Starship Troopers. They're not even sending any reinforcements. It's probably because I've already blown up nearly all their fabricators off the map. Yeah, that's a lot better than it used to be, this machine gun. You can actually control the spread of it now. Yeah, but like I said, if it's good prices, then I wouldn't laugh at it, because, like I said, the Dutch stuff I've had's been absolutely fine. It's just that, yeah, for whatever reason, they like paid, you know, to have not MTP, sorry, DPM as their pattern, but they just decided that was the pattern they wanted rather than using their own, like, you know, their own camo. Right, I didn't get any walkers. I wanted walkers to fight. Let's try another map and see if we get the walkers. That's cool. The most recent thing I've got that would interest people is probably the thermal, but the thermal itself doesn't have a card recorder. It's one that you can supposedly connect wirelessly to your phone and then record using your phone. But I'm having a bit of issue setting that up, so I sent somebody a message that I think knows how to do it, and I said, you know, can you give me the instructions in plain English, because the problem is, like, the main instruction manual that comes with it's in Chinese. It's not one of those manuals that, you know, Google Translate works very well with. Because it's obviously like you need to go into the settings, which I can't see, because they're in Chinese, to work out which is the one to do the Wi-Fi. So as long as somebody counts me through the menus and like how many button presses I have to do, I'll be able to do it. I can use like the main thermal itself absolutely fine, because all those bits are controlled with a couple of buttons off the main, like, you know, main sort of screen, like a FLIR is. But the problem is obviously when you're trying to go into the settings, then everything is in Chinese language only. Britain doesn't make DPM 95 in either the woodland or the desert anymore. Britain does MTP, which is DPM pattern, but in multicam colours. There probably are other countries, I don't know about the Dutch, but, you know, that still do DPM. Because, again, I know there's both licensed and unlicensed copies of it. So it wouldn't surprise me if there are countries that still make it for whatever reason. Right, okay, let's see if this mission actually has the stuff on I want. Right, oh, cluster bombs I think they improved as well, so I'll try those. I'll try the heavy machine gun emplacement, because they've meant to have buffed that so it like rotates around faster. Was there another thing I wanted to call in? I just want to probably a shield backpack or a robot. Yeah, quite an old one then. Right, let's call in the HMG emplacement. And a rock guard dog. Ah, good, there's walkers on this map, because I just saw one getting called in, and there's one over there. Yeah. No, I didn't want to get on that straight away, I wanted to get the guard dog first. Oh, hello, yeah. It's still not really fast to move around. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, it's a lot faster than it was though. Ah yeah, this is much nicer now. Right, whereabouts are you in Australia, if you don't mind me asking? But, sadly, never actually been to Australia. Right. So yeah, they've definitely improved this as well. So yeah, because I think this last patch seems to be one where they've just, because they knew people getting so angry at them constantly nerfing stuff but not fixing anything, they've actually done a patch where just basically loads of stuff's been buffed to make it a lot more usable. And the cooldown isn't too long for the machine gun emplacement either now, which is good, so it means that, yeah, you can actually call it down, use its ammo up, and then call another one in. Oh, heavy devastator. Right, can I get his head with my remaining ammo? There we go. And I've got a few seconds, and then I can get another LMG in. Let's test out this cluster bomb run now. They can apparently improve that as well. Yeah, that seems to work. I mean, it worked before, but I think they've just apparently made it do more damage to the more armoured enemies. I'll look at the comments again in a minute when I'm not being surrounded by killer robots. Oh, cool. Training SMLE. Any idea what like version it is? Like a 22LR one or what? Or just one that was like for more range use than actual or drill than actual combat. quite get that heavy devastate where he was standing. Where he's caught on an object, I think, because he's constantly just stomping rather than run. Now I've got half the striders I need. So yeah, 9 more to go. I mean, the easiest way to tell if it's 22 LR is just look at the size of, you know, like the breech, the barrel. Because obviously the 303 ones are going to be about twice the size as 22 LR. Has it even got anything on it? Oh yeah, just a load of box. Still need 5 more walkers for the daily thing. Alright, so if I do one more mission before I end the stream, that will give me another 20 minutes for you guys, and then hopefully I'll do the daily thing if I get one with the walkers again. So let's do the second part of this mission. Alright, kill a Hulk, that's not too bad. Right, so we've got 2, so if I spawn in about the south and I'll go... Actually, should I clear... I'll clear out those bases there and then just go around in a west sort of clockwise loop. Okay, let's get the laser bot again. Quasar cannon, gas, and let's just do precision strike. If we can get that fabricated with the hell pod. There we go. That's that one immediately dealt with. If I'm unlucky, I'll get a thing which won't have the bots on it, the walkers. But we'll find out in a minute. Right, they're all dead, good. Right, so I want to go southwest around the map. Will that go far enough? Probably not, no. It's on PC as well, but yeah, that's what I'm playing it on. But right, yeah, that didn't go too well, did it? Annoyingly, I don't think I'm getting the walkers on this one. I think it's a biome with a rocket bot, like the jump pack ones. Don't know if this is a good enough angle to get this one here. If not, I'll grenade it in a moment. There we go. Right, where's the Hulk going to be down there? Probably over there where I'm trying my best. See if I can aggro any of them to start coming out. Ah, right, so yeah, your PC isn't good enough and you don't have a modern console. Oh, or if you've got a modern one, it's an Xbox, no, you don't get the right exclusives. Apparently Rockstar's decided they're actually, like people guessed the other year when they did the really lazy port of Red Dead Redemption 1 to the PlayStation, they're apparently now releasing that on PC, so I might end up getting that on PC, because then people can mod it to be good. Whereas the PlayStation one would obviously just have been permanently, you know, as it was. Right, is the Hulk down there? Yeah, there is a Hulk down there, good, okay. Right, let's arm the hell bomb. I don't know if this will get him. Oh, hello. Depends how close he is to the hell bomb when it goes off, but if not, I'll finish him off with an orbital strike. Right, I think he's still alive down there, so let's get a precision strike ready. Yeah, he literally hasn't been harmed at all. There you go. Oh good, there are walkers. Is that 4 more I need now? Yep, 4 more. So there's a secondary objective right in front of me, the escape pod. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and that one looks like it's in line with my quasar. Oh no, that didn't work. Right, see ya. Right, he's tanking a lot of hits. Go back to that thing over there, get some more mags, and then head back. That's weird, because OBS definitely said it was streaming it. Let me just have another look at OBS. It's got audio output capture on, which had the game audio on earlier, but I can put the desktop audio on, which should do the same thing. But if that's not working, then I don't know why. It's just where it's decided to mess with the settings again as usual. Yeah, anyway, you alright? Thankfully, my current sort of thing where I've had my ulcerative colitis sort of bouting up a bit seems to actually be subsiding now. That's weird, because it's definitely coming out. The only thing I can think of is if it's somehow OBS is using the wrong Windows output thing, but never mind. If you can hear me, I won't be too fussed. Where I was reading comments and I've been blown up. Can I just about steer over to that? No. I think it was one of those rocket bastards, the ones like the jetpacks. Come on. Yeah, these ones, because their jetpacks explode when they get close to you. There's a walker. But yeah, the good thing is they've, like I was saying, there was a patch for this yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, where they've finally done loads of sort of quality of life patching stuff to it, with stuff that's been broken in the game for ages. Assuming the Hulk's going to be in here somewhere. There he is. Not that I'm expecting the gas to finish him off, but oh, it hit the bloody crane. Oh, well, I suppose the crane collapsed, but still. I think his head finally came off. Annoyingly, I keep getting a USB cable keeps catching under my control key, so it's not stops it working properly. Right, I'll tie that cable around my leg a second. I think gas still slightly damages Hulks. But yeah, so like I say, and the good thing is I'm expecting next week to have a lot more time to get back to doing videos if I'm not feeling as ill and that. And I've just not got as much on next week anyway, so it means I've got, you know, more time to recover even if I am feeling ill, kind of thing. Alright, as that Hulk's just going to wait there, I'm just going to drop a Hell Bomb here and program a Hell Bomb right next to him. If I can do it without going through the wall. Now, I've always wondered, can you blow the Hell Bomb up once it's armed? Because I know if you shoot them normally, they just don't do anything. And I think it still has to sort of do its little thing then. Yeah, I did send you a Discord message, but yeah, I just need to figure out without thermal how to get that to actually talk to my phone, because at the moment that's sort of, in theory I've got the app it needs and it recognises the device, but they just don't talk to each other on the Wi-Fi unless it just doesn't like my specific phone. I don't know. I might test it with one of my older phones actually, if that's the case. Because I have found a bit like with some of the like DJI sort of apps, some of those work better on some models of phones I've had than others. Ah, excellent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the part 2 of that, because then the part 1 was very interesting. Right, precision strike. And I've got all of the walkers I need for the daily thing, so that's good. Get my stims done. It's a fairly sizable automaton base, that one, that's why it's got a fair amount of stuff coming out of it. Well, I can't seem to get the thermal to show up on the phone's Wi-Fi, so that's like the issue, so I'll try it on my older phone. But that particular model should just transmit on the Wi-Fi as far as I can make out from the instructions that I've sort of translated them as best I can with Google Translate. But unless I need to do some sort of button config for so many seconds to get the inbuilt Wi-Fi to turn on. Yeah, again, it might be something like that. I haven't tried loads yet to, get that working. It's just because I've tried the thermal and been happy with the thermal itself, but I've not, had much time to try messing about with the phone. But yeah, like you said, it might be something where you have to turn off cellular data before it will want to connect to, because I know my phone does that annoying thing where if you try and connect to a Wi-Fi network that, like where you try and connect to things that have internet but they don't have internet. I'm trying to think what the word of it is. Sometimes, like, where you have to read a terms of agreement before it will enable, like, Wi-Fi on public Wi-Fi things. My phone doesn't like those either, because it tries to connect, sees there's no immediate internet coming through, and then goes like, oh no, there's no internet, don't connect to this. So it could even be something like that. Okay, you might have to do me a quick translation thing of how to get to that then, because the problem is all the menus are Chinese, so it's probably that I haven't found the option to do it through the actual button presses yet. Because I did find an English manual online, but it was just a very basic one that just covered like most of the actual specs of the unit, not how to do things in the options. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing urgent about that. It's just be cool to get it done for some point when it's convenient. Right, let's get to the evac. And then I'll finish streaming, because like I said, was just popping on for a bit to see if anybody came on today. Missed that one. Right, let's get to the extraction, because, I said, got the daily thing now of blowing up the walkers. Right, let's hit the evac thing. And I'll just have a quick alt tab again to see if I can figure out why there's no audio on OBS for game audio, but yeah, it's strange. But again, that's the annoying thing of OBS, is whenever it seems to update, it seems to break your preset settings a lot of the time. So it's saying, yeah, audio output capture's got audio coming out of it. Unless it's just very quiet. That might be the other thing. Oh yeah, thanks, I just saw your PM, so yeah, I'll have a look at that as soon as the stream ends, thank you. Slightly too high to climb onto, apparently. I've got the quasar of them. That was a bit underwhelming. Oh, is it the Pelican drop bloody bombs now, or is that just meant to be its shell casings ejecting? I think they just might have made its shell casings look different. Turn the volume up a second, see if I can hear anything coming out. Oh yeah, there is audio, it's just very quiet for whatever reason. So, yeah, that'll explain that. It was just the OBS's default setting for it, or whatever, was so quiet anyway that when I'm used to having to turn game volumes down, that I turned it down so much. Yeah, I'll just have to play about with the OBS settings again, because I think they've done that thing that, because there's been an update, it's reverted everything to factory settings, and they've probably changed stuff. So, some of the settings I've changed to be like the previous settings now probably have made them completely different. And some of the things I thought would have been the same are probably, yeah, again, totally different. Yeah, so the new patch for this is actually quite good, because basically what the new patch did was just buff loads and loads of equipment that nobody used because it was a bit pointless, as well as a lot of quality of life improvements, because part of the problem with this game for a while has been that it always seemed like they nerfed stuff in patches but never improved stuff. So it wasn't a case really of you know, rather than this overpowered weapon, I'll find another good weapon to use. It's people saying, oh, there's only a few good weapons in the game, so it's actually nice now that they're buffing lots of stratagems and, you know, other weapons to make them more useful, the ones that nobody ever used. So, yeah, that's good. Right, thanks for watching, everybody. As I said, I'm hoping next week I'll be on a lot more, because, like I said, I think my colitis flare's sort of calming down a lot now. Yep, see ya, and thanks for sending me the manual. Have a look at that now. So I just want to stop.